Greetings, folks. Today is Friday, February the 8th, 2019. It's 10:36 in the morning. My name is Tom Lineweaver, and this is my commentary. And doing show prep. My show prep today consisted of listening to a little bit of SRN News. I've listened to two of their top of the hour broadcasts. I listened to a little bit of CBN News, and they basically said nothing. And then I listened to The Blaze. And I don't know who that morning guy is, but he didn't say anything either. And then The Blaze apparently has this top of the hour news that they call, and this made me laugh, informative buzz. Informative buzz. And then after that was the Glenn Beck show, and I listened to most of the first hour. And they were talking about this, what's her name? Ocasio-Cortez. What's her first name? Anyway, and they were talking about this, talking a little bit about this, this Green New Deal. And I will eventually get into that, by the way, but not today. The other subject that I heard them talk about was what happened at the Supreme Court on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Yesterday, right? And they're claiming that Justice Roberts joined the liberal wing of the Supreme Court in this decision. Well, first of all, it really wasn't a decision as such. It wasn't a decision that's going to affect every state in the union. What they simply did is stay a law. And I've seen this. This happens in court systems all the time. This law was apparently just about ready to be enforced when the court stayed the law because it's in the lower courts. So here you have a law ready to be implemented, but it's being battled in the court system. And it's normal for courts to take an issue like this and stay it. Stay the law until it goes through the court system. That's normal, folks. John Roberts did not become a liberal. Well, he probably is a liberal, but not from this. You know, so conservative media and the not so conservative media are getting this wrong again. By the way, do you ever see the slogan for the Blaze Network? Truth lives here. Well, let me tell you, I knocked on the door and truth did not answer it. All right. This Louisiana, and it's really hard to find out what this law was about because the media is fixated on John Roberts. So, I mean, I've had to go through article after article after article just to find out what this law is about. And it's little bits and pieces that you can find out, a little bit here, a little bit there, and anyway. So, what this Louisiana law does is it basically explains, decides what a qualified doctor is. That's it. It's a law about what a qualified doctor is. And when the law itself is within Roe v. Wade. It certainly is. Because Roe v. Wade, the decision of Roe v. Wade, says only a qualified doctor can perform an abortion. And then it says that states can decide what a qualified doctor is. So this is exactly what Roe v. Wade says. Okay? So the Louisiana law decides that in the state of Louisiana, this is what a qualified doctor is. Now, here's the problem. And this is why it's being fought in the courts. There is only one doctor in the whole state of Louisiana that is qualified to perform abortions. Only one. And that is why this is being challenged in court. So, I think the Supreme Court, from a legal perspective, the Supreme Court did the right thing in staying the law. They didn't make a decision on the merits of the law. They just stayed the law, saying you can't implement that law until it's decided in the courts. And eventually, hopefully, one side or the other will decide to stop appealing the thing. But that's probably not going to happen until it gets to the Supreme Court. Then we look at what John Roberts does. But this stay is nothing. They are making a mountain out of an anthill. It's just, anyway. So I'm not in favor of this stay, by the way. Although I understand it and it's well within legal precedent, but I'm not even in favor of the law, because the law does not end abortion. It just decides who is a qualified doctor to do abortions. It doesn't end abortion. I am pro-life 100%, and I want to see an end to abortion. So whether this law is implemented or not makes no difference. It doesn't end abortion in Louisiana. Okay? Now, by the way, our abortion laws from state to state are... Somebody made the point on the Blaze, and I happen to agree with this. I mean, yeah, they've made some good points on the Blaze, but to say that Judge Roberts is joining the liberal branch of the Supreme Court is just crazy. He's already done that. Anyway, okay. They made a couple good points. The fact is that, Roe v. Wade, when you look at the decision, it only basically allows a first trimester abortion. That's it. That means a woman can have an abortion within the first 3 months of pregnancy. After that, the liberal abortion laws that we have today go far beyond Roe v. Wade. And they made this point on the Blaze, and right on. Whoever made that point, I don't know. But yeah, that's what Roe v. Wade does. And so you have to consider the fact that what the Louisiana law does basically is confirms the original intent of Roe v. Wade. And so, there would be no, if they do that, then there would be no more partial birth abortion, no abortions in any trimester past the first trimester, and on and on and on. So they really confirm the original intent of Roe v. Wade. Okay? So this law, even if it goes all the way to the Supreme Court, has no way of overturning Roe v. Wade. That's not going to happen with this law. So anyway, I think both sides are being crazy. The pro-choice side and the pro-life side, they're actually being crazy. All right. Well, okay. I don't know what else to say about this, except, like I said, I am pro-life 100%. If we could overturn Roe v. Wade, that would be great. If we could get rid of abortion, because let me tell you something, abortion has been around before Roe v. Wade. Alright? It just wasn't sanctioned by the law, and it probably wouldn't have been too safe. Not that abortions are safe today. I don't think they are. So, that's my commentary for today. Thank you for listening.